Welcome back to the backyard for Backyard Joust Season 8, Match 9, the last match before the playoffs. Train Gang is going to start us off with Steam Loco. Steam Loco rattles its way down the track. That front car looks a little sideways on the track. That could be a problem. The Car Sharps are an interesting new team. Here is Threek. Threek is quite an undercutter. However, if anything, Steam Loco looks like it's in a little bit better shape than it was. And here comes the first car from the defending champions, Glowriders. It's Holland Heat, and Holland Heat goes up on the back of Threek, foiling its own ramp. Could be a tricky position for Holland Heat. Back around to Train Gang, we'll send Railrodder. Railrodder hits that ramp, goes over on its side, and Holland Heat goes over on its side as well. That is a devastating development for Glowriders, who made their championship on the backs of that truck. Here comes the Car Sharps with Playin' Hooky. Playin' Hooky glides effortlessly over its teammate, comes to a perfect landing. Glowriders here need to bounce back with 16 Angels. 16 Angels gets hung up on Threek in a precarious position. Train Gang could take out another Glowrider with West Coast Flyer. There goes 16 Angels into recovery, and there comes West Coast Flyer into its own recovery. Great agility on display as Car Sharps send Razorback. Get ready for some knife-on-fork action, and Razorback just pulls in behind Threek and hangs up there. Nasty-looking blade waiting for the next car, which will be Glowrider's Cosmic Coupe. I half expected to see both halves of Cosmic Coupe on either side of the track, but Cosmic Coupe handled it just fine. Train Gang will send Thomas. Thomas shoves Cosmic Coupe off the track to safety. Thomas looks a little bit poised for a leap itself. Car Sharps will send Dr. Needleman. Dr. Needleman gives Thomas the shot. Thomas is off the track and out of the game on his side. Any car on its side or upside down will be eliminated before the next round. Glowriders will send Lightning Bug. Lightning Bug locks in and begins to push Dr. Needleman off the track. Train Gang's turn now with the Loopster. A big happy shove, Lightning Bug makes the recovery, and Dr. Needleman is not quite off the track all the way. Car Sharps are up again with their final vehicle, Spike. Pieces break off of Spike as Spike tumbles off on its back and out of the game, and that will bring up the Glowriders Linster prototype. The Linster prototype causes no further damage, and that is the end of this round. Round 1 had 4 eliminations, including the shattered Spike, Glowriders, Holland Heat, and 2 of the Train Gang. That gives us a 4-on-3-on-4 game as we head right into round 2. The die roll says that Glowriders will start off round 2 with 16 Angels. 16 Angels locks itself into the track and braces itself for Car Sharps, who are going to send Dr. Needleman. Dr. Needleman knocks 16 Angels clear off the track. 16 Angels pulls off the recovery, and now Dr. Needleman is a bit off the track and in some danger. Train Gang will take advantage with Loopster. Loopster comes in hard, but Dr. Needleman holds its ground. Back to the top of the order, Glowriders will send Cosmic Coupe. Cosmic Coupe starts to get Loopster off the track. Both lead vehicles slightly off the track. Car Sharps will send Threek. Threek with the undercut and a very clean kill on Cosmic Coupe. Loopster is also undercut. Train Gang will send West Coast Flyer. Loopster goes off the track with 2 out of 3 cars on their sides or upside down. Glowriders will send Lightning Bug. The buffer car leaves the track, and the lineup seems pretty snug. Car Sharps will try to cut it up with Razorback. Razorback tries to eliminate Lightning Bug. Lightning Bug gets hung up on one of those blades. Train Gang will send Steam Loco. Steam Loco doesn't get very far, but look at this. Lightning Bug is sideways now. That's an elimination if it stays like that. That passenger car looks vulnerable to the Glowriders Linster prototype. Let's see what happens. Sure enough, Steam Loco is derailed, but that engine is still upright. It's still in the game. Car Sharps will send Playin' Hooky. And Lightning Bug is saved at the last second. We lost 1 full car and 2 back cars, giving us a 4-on-3-on-3 game. As we head into round 3, Car Sharps are by themselves in the lead. They're going to start with Threek. And Threek gets hung up on the track and is going to stay there at the bottom of the hill, set up like a ramp there. Glowriders will send 16 Angels. Those Glowriders love a ramp, and 16 Angels pulls off the recovery. Train Gang is up with what's left of Loopster. Loopster ramps off Threek into the buffer car and stays on the track in a weird position. Car Sharps have an opportunity here with playing hooky. But it doesn't pay off. That fish rolls over onto its back, and that car is out of this match. Glowriders send Lightning Bug. Lightning Bug takes the ramp and ends up still on the track. Loopster's in some danger, and Playin' Hooky is still out of this. Train Gang with Steam Loco. Steam Loco self-eliminates off the ramp, nearly takes Loopster with it, but Loopster pulls off the recovery. Car Sharps have to send another of their own against the ramp. Here's Razorback. Razorback pushes everything to the end of the track, and it looks like Lightning Bug is on its side and maybe out of this game. Glowriders will send Linster Prototype. The Prototype handles a face full of razor blades, no problem, but now it will get a hit from behind from Train Gang's West Coast Flyer. The Prototype is actually shoved way underneath Razorback. Car Sharps have no choice but to send their heaviest vehicle, Dr. Needleman. That needle got hung up on something, and the result is over goes Razorback. That's another round with 4 eliminations. We're going to say goodbye to 2 from the Car Sharps and 1 each from the other teams, bringing us to a 2-on-2-on-2 game when we come back for round 4.